Ahead of the PiNetwork mainnet launch, which took place on February 20th, Crypto.news had the opportunity to conduct a quanda with PiNetwork's co-founders, Dr. Nicholas Kokalis, who is head of technology, and Chengdiao Fan, who is head of product. PiNetwork now has 100 apps ready for mainnet. What is the strategy to ensure mass adoption of these apps? The PiNetwork ecosystem, currently with over 100 mainnet or mainnet-ready apps, is fully functional and designed to be accessible and offer a seamless user experience through the Pi browser, the interface to the ecosystem and its utilities. The Pi browser allows for easy navigation, facilitating a single sign-in for pioneers that works across all integrated Pi apps. It also enables intuitive and secure in-app payments through the official Pi Wallet app, which is directly integrated into the user experience. Moreover, PiNet allows for Web3 Pi apps to be visible and shareable via Web2 browsers, creating a kind of loop where Pi's millions of users can share apps and support the network's utility at the same time. Overall, these features make it as easy as possible for developers to build, and users to use and engage with the ecosystem, which thus promotes developers to further build and improve Pi apps. While developer tools are essential, the ultimate mass adoption of these apps relies on developers and businesses continuing to establish real utilities and providing genuine use cases to the pioneer community. With millions of Pi tokens, how do you plan to prevent hyperinflation and create a long-term model? PiNetwork, PI, is designed with a carefully structured tokenomics model that seeks to balance accessibility, supply, and long-term utility. Our goal is to ensure that Pi remains stable by having a fair and wide distribution of tokens and facilitating real-world use cases of Pi. Here's how this was achieved. Pi promotes growth and accessibility while addressing potential stability concerns by having a declining token issuance model and enforcing identity verification as a requirement to obtain Pi. Alongside tokenomics is Pi's mining mechanism, which balances the network's need for growth, accessibility, longevity, and supply, while right-sizing users' rewards for contributions, including actions like security circles, using utility-based Pi apps, running nodes, and more. The model does this in part using a system-wide base mining rate that is multiplied into each individual's overall mining rate calculation, and adjusted dynamically based on a monthly supply limit, which is calculated based on the remaining total supply. The overall mining rate possible for each user may therefore increase or decrease monthly based on such supply and other factors, declining exponentially as Pi gets closer to supply limits rather than allowing endless inflationary growth. Read the mainnet white paper chapters for detailed information on how the formula exactly works. Additionally, PiNetwork as a whole is built around developing and providing long-term utility and use cases for its millions of users. By focusing on apps that solve real needs, merchant adoption in local commerce, and accessibility, Pi continues to function as an intrinsically motivated project with real utility backing its token. You have claimed that you expect Pi to be widely adopted by merchants. How will you ensure this happens on a global scale? PiNetwork has enabled global merchant adoption by providing a complete ecosystem experience on Pi through apps and utilities in the Pi browser, an active user base, and overall accessibility. For example, PiFest 2024, a one-week event, facilitated the transaction of Pi for goods and services between Pi merchants and pioneer shoppers on a local level, attracting over 27,000 active sellers and 28,000 test merchants across 160 countries, and participation of over 950,000 pioneers within just a few days. PiFest showcased Pi's complete ecosystem for local commerce integration, connecting store discovery through a map of Pi, payments via Pi Wallet, transactions on the PiManier blockchain, and social sharing on Fireside Forum, all seamlessly working across different existing Pi applications. Pi's robust infrastructure, global user base, and real-world utility make it a scalable solution for merchants. With adoption already in place, Pi is positioned to become a widely accepted global token for local and online commerce.